It's me and Mr. Mike.
What up?
Babe, why do you have your hoodie on?
It's my hair. I need a haircut. No,
It looks so cute. Just pull it down a little bit.
My hair. I need a haircut.
With the blue actually was accidental. I didn't realize they were kind of coordinated a little bit. Anyway, did you guys watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta? We never really go live, but I really wanted to go live today because I want to try to explain some stuff. Woo! What a crazy episode. Anyway, first let's talk about the cookie lady.
Cookie lady.
The cookie lady.
Stop calling that woman the cookie. What's the lady's name?
Her name is.
Please stop calling her the cookie lady, though. I mean, she is not a child.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
She's not.
She is.
Wait, anyway, the point is, let's talk about this episode. So, I get Kenya and Tanya together to try to iron out their differences, which, you know, you guys all saw the whole thing about the wig, and Kenya was in her feelings. Well, she was pissed off. She's more than in her feelings. And it just ended up being a big mess. So we all may talk about it. I invite Eva pretty much just to be a mediator. You know, she's a sunflower, good energy. Unbeknownst to me, let me just make it very clear. My only intention was to get Kenya and Tanya together to see if they could iron out their differences. Now, if they couldn't, then I was moving on. Now, just to be very crystal clear, I had no idea that the cookie lady was coming to that meeting.
I think you made it clear.
And I think I made it clear, but y'all in my comments like it ain't clear. I had no idea that the cookie lady was coming to that brunch. Now, when Kenya threw me under the bus, when she said I invited the cookie lady to Brooklyn's party, that was months ago. Okay. And that was on some, okay, you're telling Kenya now this information. You need to come to the party and tell Tanya yourself kind of thing, like we do. Kenya didn't have no problem with Tanya at that time. I've never had a problem with Tanya. So it wasn't like, let's get the cookie lady to come and, do something bad. No, this is a Real Housewives of Atlanta. You got something to say? Say it to the source. So that's what she was talking about when she said I invited the lady on some, you just need to come and tell Tanya yourself, okay? That one and done. It is what it is. I ended up telling Tanya once it became a situation. Gave her a heads up. That's what I was supposed to do. All right, Kenya didn't like that, but that's okay. I had to deal with Kenya, and that's okay. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't being dragged into the whole situation between Tanya and Kenya because, again, I didn't have a problem with Tanya. And I still don't. To this day, I just spoke to Tanya, as a matter of fact, yesterday. Or was it today? I can't even remember. Anyway, so yeah, it just looked really crazy. And I'm like, why do people think that I just wanted to make sure that was clear because I thought it was clear. But if it's not clear, know that that's what time it is. Now, was it a messy situation? Yeah, but the cookie lady was never supposed to be there. Oh, it's Shakana. No, it's not Shakana.
No, that's Annette Candy's friend.
No, that's from
that's
the tiny friend. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The cookie lady's fine. So anyway, what was I saying, babe? I lost focus. I'm trying to get it all in.
That you ain't had nothing to do with the cookie lady.
Oh, yeah.
The lady that you call the cookie lady, which
right.
I'm not going to be part of that madness. That's crazy.
Right. So anyway, so that's the deal on that. That's what I was saying. So yeah, was it messy? Yeah, it was definitely messy, but it would not have been messy had it just been me, Kenya, and Eva, which is the way it was supposed to be. So, hey, it is what it is. That's what happened. And I felt horrible. We were all mortified. And, that's what happened, basically. So, moving on. Let's talk about here. Let's talk about when, after I actually left that scene, that night I actually got on a plane in real life and really did come to LA.
Right.
And that was really funny how they showed me trying to download everything to you. Right? That's how you hear me talking to you?
That's what I usually do. Just when you download all that craziness that Yeah, but you know what? That's your life. That's what you have to live for. So I'm just here to support.
Not live for. I don't know about living for it now.
Yeah, but it's all good. But here's the thing. You know, I actually wanted to send some things out there because, you know, ever since that scene got shot that night, and I think y'all know what I'm talking about. I've been
the scene in the kitchen, where we're with Mike's friends.
I've been dreading. We shot that about 5 months ago.
Yeah,
I've been
easily.
dreading the night that it was going to be shown.
Like, I have lost sleep over this scene. Because
obviously, I would never want to put any of my children or anybody's child in that situation, even though my child is 18 years old.
In college.
Still no excuse. What I said was inappropriate.
Well, clear. You know what I want you to clear up?
Can I finish real quick? I'm sorry. So what I said was inappropriate in front of my child, even though she's heard it 1,000 times. We
Which
explained
part
stuff like
were you
that.
talking about?
About the part about, you know, me not, you know, being in love with anybody before, and a lot of that has to do not with their moms, anything like that, because, you know, there was love for their moms. Obviously, still got love for their moms, and they got love for me, and it will never go away or whatnot. But there's a lot of mental issues and a lot of trauma that I went through in my life that I've been trying to explain for a long period of time that I wasn't able to get past until a couple of years ago. So that whole scene, there was a much broader part to that scene than what you saw. And then hopefully one day I'll be able to explain. But so I was explaining the whole situation, why I could not be in love with anybody, because I wasn't.
So it was about you. It was about
it was about me. It wasn't. It had nothing to do.
You never allowed yourself to be in love with anybody. Not that you didn't love.
No, I couldn't be in love. And there's a huge difference when I found out about being in love, because I wasn't in love with myself. There was so many things.
So you loved them.
I loved them.
But you
absolutely. I still
never
love them.
allowed yourself to fall in love.
I would never allow myself to fall in love, because I was afraid to fall in love because of some of the things I had done in the past. And so that's what that whole thing was about. So I've apologized to them numerous times. I've apologized to my kids numerous times. They get it. They understand it. And
you've had this conversation with your kids before.
Yes, I have had this conversation with my kids before. So it's all good. But so the thing is, you know, like, it was unfortunate. I never want to see my kid or any of my children ever cry or be upset in any kind of way. So
me either.
You know, if I could handle it a different way, obviously, I'll probably, you know, she probably wouldn't. But, you know, one of the things that people don't understand is that my daughters are always a part of my life. And so, like, when I have friends over, they always want to actually kind of.
Here's Kayla.
Oh. Hi. I'm okay, everyone. I'm perfectly fine. It's all good.
No, she's like, people are literally texting her, asking her if she's okay, as if this wasn't filmed 4 or 5 months ago.
August.
Are you?
It's
you good?
Well, yes. To answer the question, I'm good. I'm okay. Everything's fine. Obviously, I think a lot of people don't understand that when, like, we have people over, like, I'm usually there. Like, it's not like, oh, I was just there for the scene. I like hanging out with the adults and stuff because I don't want to be sitting upstairs.
Because you think you're grown.
I don't think I'm grown. I just.
So how would you have felt if we had asked you just to stay upstairs while we were?
I wouldn't have liked that, because it's like, it's still my house, and I don't want to, like, you know, be sitting upstairs in my room if, you know, like, everyone else is, like, downstairs and, like, I can hear everything.
Well, here's the thing. Once again, I don't want to make any excuses. It's not on Kayla.
No, we're
it's
not
not
making
on Cynthia.
excuses.
It's on me, because
happened.
I'm her father, and I should have controlled the narrative and the conversation at night. And knowing that, you know, what's crazy is, like, it kind of blended in because there's so many people there. I didn't even realize until the last second when I actually saw her head down or something. I think you pointed to
I pointed out, but they didn't show that. But anyway.
When I said, "Oh, my daughter's in the room," it was almost like a shock to me. So, but I had already said,
right, like, because we kind of forgot, like, just because we were like, you know, just to be transparent, you know, we were eating and drinking, having a good time, like we do. When
Kayla wasn't drinking, though.
Well, Kayla wasn't drinking, but we were drinking.
Were you drinking?
No.
But, you know, it was like a house party. We were having a good time. You know, Mike's friends were over, and we do what we do. And, you know, people, you know, we have no control over what other people say. And, you know, it just kind of, you know, it kind of went where we didn't really want to go. And it was inappropriate. And, you know, we
don't blame her.
Felt bad.
Don't blame anybody except me. I am the one that's responsible. I am the one that takes full accountability for that whole situation. My daughter's fine. She is not.
I'm not still in my room crying.
As a matter of fact, she came and we talked about it the next day, and she just wanted some space when we went upstairs and we came out.
Yeah, so. And that for that thing, I don't want people to think that like Cynthia and Mike or not Mike, Cynthia and my dad are.
Oh, ain't your daddy? You want DNA test?
Or like, it was their fault for not staying in the room with me because I didn't want them in the room with me. I told them to leave me alone, like as an angsty teenager would. So I just want to be.
And I
myself.
wanted to respect your space. Yeah. Like I didn't even know if I should go in there, but I didn't want to like not come in, and then it looked like, well, why didn't I go in? And then by going in, I didn't want. It's like. I don't want to see you upset, and we're still building our relationship, and I want to always be respectful of your space because. You are like, you're not a baby. You need your space, and you have your own mind and brain and opinions and feelings, and I have to be respectful of that. So I didn't know what to do. So I was just like, okay, if you want me to come in, I'll come. If you don't, but basically she was like, told us both to get out, and we did.
Well, at the same time, though, I don't want to over-explain this. Once again, the onus is on me, and I apologize to her. I apologized to her mom a long time ago and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And this is me just. Growing up, and that's what the whole scene was about. Just me kind of maturing from a lot of the things I did in my past, which she also knows about, whatnot. And I've been very honest about that because I want to grow as a man. I want to grow and do a better job as a father because 7-8 years ago I really wasn't the best father in the world. So I've had to grow into that role as well. And now I'm just trying to be the best future husband I can possibly be as well. So once again, I'm asking for your forgiveness. I'm not asking for you to forget about it or ever anything like that. If you don't want to forgive me, I understand that as well. But she's fine, and it's my beautiful daughter, and I couldn't be more proud of her and her sister, and of course Noelle, all three of my daughters, and this beautiful woman right here. So we just had that was part of life, and we went through it. And so now I just ask that you guys will allow us to continue to learn from our mistakes and move forward.
Right. Well, yeah, period. Like, you got real serious today. I'm like, it wasn't that deep now. Like, you made it seem like we beat the child or something.
Well, she does get beat now. You won't get beat.
Really?
Well, she ain't that old now. Wait a minute. I'm a black man.
I'm 18.
Okay, we're losing focus.
I'm just saying. Hey, God said thou should not spit a rod.
But anyway, like I said, we rarely go live. But I just felt like, you know what? Obviously, you guys are never going to see in a 2-minute scene what was filmed for 3 hours. And it's always a lot of holes. And, I'm good. I've been on the show 10 years. So I already know y'all light me up, love me, light me up, whatever you want to do. It is what it is. But when it comes to our kids, Kayla and Ashley and Noelle, this is, Kayla's first time really being on the show. And it ended up just being kind of an emotional episode. So I just wanted her to feel like, if she wanted to say something to y'all, she could say something. If she didn't, that's fine. I will still go live and talk about this cookie lady situation.
Stop calling that woman a cookie lady.
Okay, but she kind of is. Like, she actually hashtags cookie lady.
I think juvenile sometimes.
I know, but you know what?
Y'all love that stuff, though, don't you?
I was like, I felt kind of bad like I ate the cookies. Like, I definitely got some cookies to go.
Cookies are good.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
I'm going to go do my homework.
All
right. Love you.
Hey, thanks for representing. I'm representing you. You representing me.
I know.
Ain't that something?
Everyone go watch Fox Soul.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm a proud UCLA dad.
Yeah. Are we driving Kayla back? Or is she taking Uber? Speaking of UCLA.
No, we'll be driving Kayla back. I would not put my daughter in the Uber this time of night.
Oh, God. Stop. Anyway, we actually just came from getting massages. Yeah. I look messy. I have no makeup on. But anyway, yeah, so overall, I'm glad you guys watched the show. It was a tough episode for me because I never want to look too crazy because I really don't do anything that crazy, and I always get myself in a jam.
Keep on watching.
Okay, I do get a little crazier later.
Yeah, keep on watching. Yeah.
But anyway, I always feel myself being pulled in the middle of stuff. Like, honestly, like when they tell you.
God ain't done me yet. God. So please, I'm gonna let y'all know. Please forgive me again. No.
Oh yeah, Mike and I have
It's gonna be on her this time though.
We have a little moment coming up. I don't know what episode that's gonna be.
That's your fault though.
That's gonna be my fault.
You was just on one that day. That's okay. I'm still with you though, baby.
Anyway,
I ain't gonna let you mess
we're gonna deal with the issues tonight. We won't even talk about what's to come But I think we're only on like episode 10. Oh my God, we got a long way to go. And then we got to shoot the reunion soon. Anyway, we love and appreciate you guys. And
keep on watching Fox Soul.
Keep watching Fox Soul.
TV. I'm gonna explain some more tomorrow night.
You don't have to keep explaining, baby.
Oh yeah, I'm going to put it on my show.
And Mike's writing a book. Actually, this is the reason why all this was like, well, not the reason, but like when we were talking about, I think we did talk about your book on the episode. Mike's writing a book called Open Mike, and he just talks about his past. He's very transparent
and
about
not
his
just
past.
about infidelities.
And it actually isn't just about infidelity, but for our little dramatic, messy show, that's what we end up talking about the most because that's the drama. So anyway,
black men getting counseling because we need to be more aware.
A lot of people cheat. And everybody don't get caught, and everybody don't write a damn book about it.
We're going to talk about it, but it's not about that.
Well, I know, but I'm saying they don't mention. If they do write a book, they don't mention it.
Well, transparency is key. You got to realize.
Right, and I appreciate that because everybody has past. It is what it is. Like I'm not marrying you for your past. I'm marrying you for your future.
I appreciate that.
And I'm in no position to judge nobody. And like I said on the show, I really feel like I'm getting you at the best time in your life. I feel like you're ready to, be with the Queen, Cynthia Bailey over here.
Okay. Yeah, I am. You are. You give me at the right time. God's time.
Always God's time. And you get me at the right time, too.
I know that's right.
Because we talk about men cheating, but women cheat too. I mean, not that I cheat. I'm definitely not a cheater. But I'm just saying there are some women out there that cheat too. And like when, we have those water cooler conversations the day after Real Housewives of Atlanta and you start talking about, the subject of infidelity and all that stuff, it kind of works both ways. It really does. And again, I didn't say that I cheat or would cheat. That's just not what I do. And if I was going to do it, I would have did it by now. I wouldn't wait till I was almost 53 years old. Okay, mom's kind of busy, tired. Ain't nobody. I barely had time to even be with my man, let alone trying to find somebody to cheat with. So,
okay.
Anyway, yeah, but anyway,
But the book's not just about cheating, though.
Oh, somebody said, "Mike, where are your men friends? You need some more men friends." Explain that. That's a good thing. I ain't got no male friends.
I got a lot of male friends now. I've added
since that whole episode, he actually has a lot more guy friends. But you know what? I like your girlfriends. You have some cool ass girlfriends. Yeah, and his friends are actually my friends now out here in LA. You guys know I spend a lot of time in LA now, and I really love all his friends. It's not like he has these girlfriends and they're never around me, or I can't be around when he's talking to them on the phone. Ain't no weird stuff like that. Like literally, I have all their numbers, and they probably want to hang out with me more than they want to hang out with him at this point. And that's the truth. So, yeah. Anybody else got a question? That was a good question about the male friends. I know I keep getting a bunch of stuff about Kenya. Okay, Kenya and Tanya gonna have to deal with each other at the reunion, and that's gonna be that.
Okay.
Yes, the cookie situation was a messy situation. I very much agree. But again, it was only messy because the cookie lady came, and that had nothing to do with me.
We appreciate all the love and all the people who were riding for us and understand, that in life.
But you're doing too fast. I can't read this fast.
It's behind, babe. Kenya is her friend, though. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, on the real. Now that was messy tonight, but on the real, Kenya is my girl without question. We'll have to get into all this at the reunion. But and there was actually a whole thing where King and I had, a moment about this whole situation, but they didn't put that in the show. So It's not like I didn't have to, get her together right quick for throwing me under the bus, trying to make it seem like I had an issue with Tanya when she knew good and well, I didn't, because I didn't. Mm-hmm. That was her mad about that wig.
Somebody else live in Porter Ranch.
Who else lives in Porter Ranch?
Somebody said we're in their hood.
We're not in the hood. I love Porter Ranch.
No, we're in their hood.
Oh, okay. I was like, Porter Ranch is the hood.
Okay.
That's a lie. I never knew the cookie lady was coming. I never knew the cookie lady was coming to that brunch. And as a matter of fact,
Don't get us started.
no, as a matter of fact,
This lady, her name
No.
is not the cookie lady. The lady, first of all, the lady has a shop right next to
the lady,
wine,
the Bailey
cellar.
wine cellar.
Right next to it.
She's
Next
my
to it.
business neighbor at
Business
the
neighbor, exactly.
Bailey wine cellar, and
That's
she's
her
a
name,
successful entrepreneur. She's a very successful cookie store, and that's my relationship with her. It had nothing to do with her coming on the show, saying nothing about nobody's man. Okay.
Baby, thank you for loving me.
But anyway, let me
my
say
bad
this.
hairline.
Let me say this. You look good.
I'm trying to trying to get you to change the
When do you
subject.
want to get a haircut?
No, it's got a haircut, but I'm just saying my hairline is real pushed back.
Well,
Does
it's
Mike
starting to
have
go
any single
back.
friends? I do have some single friends.
But
now.
wait a minute, let me say this right quick, because you know what they
No,
didn't
stop.
show? Let me show what they didn't say in the episode.
overdoing it.
No,
You're doing too much.
I'm not overdoing it because people still trying to come from me with these things. Let me be very clear.
Come
in
on,
the
52
scene,
cent.
when the cookie lady showed up, okay, in that scene, the cookie lady said right to everybody at the table and Natalia's face that I had nothing to do with her coming because I didn't. Because I was like, you need to be very clear about that. And she was very clear. And guess what? They didn't put it in the episode.
You gotta keep on.
So if anybody that's confused, please know I had nothing to do with this lady showing up fooling with Tanya. That was not on the Cynthia Bailey plan. Okay.
That's the last time you gonna say that, baby. You good?
Yeah, and that ain't saying no more. Somebody said, stop
somebody
it.
told me to shut up. She can speak.
I know. I'm trying to let these people know because I don't like. That was a very
just
messy
wants you to continue
situation.
to be messy. And it's
No,
like,
but it was a
that's
messy situation. I'm gonna own that. Now it was messy when she got there. Absolutely, it was definitely messy. But I don't want anyone to think that I set up and tried to have something to do with that because I ain't had nothing to do. I was just as surprised when the lady showed up as anybody was. And again, the lady said in the scene that I knew that I had nothing to do. I had no idea she was coming because I didn't. Now I wish I had control editing, but I don't, and they edited that right out. So I just want to be very clear.